Thank you.
Don't forget your gavel.
Well, folks, welcome to our weekly meeting. I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a very slow week. Danielle, do you just want to go over how we're going to handle the citizen concern forms and?
Oh,
You know, I'll speak to that.
Yeah.
We've received some, and we're in the process of reviewing and
I
discussing.
think you might have to speak up. I don't know, I'm not a good indicator of that, but.
Yeah, we received some concern forms, and we're in the process of going over them and answering them and taking, you know, deciding what actions to take. And then we were going to discuss with Danielle how they get filed and handled, so.
And we're assuming that your office will
love to.
keep the,
Put a reminder and as they come in.
Yep.
okay, well, that's good. And as Jen said, we did have two forms turned in already, so. I won't say it's working, but it started.
It's a start, right?
And over the next, I guess, week or so, you're gonna be going over Elijah Fox and the Piper High to get those accounts in order.
Yep.
And we need board members for them.
Yes, we
Yeah,
do.
that's the main deal.
Yep. Once Dave comes back, maybe we can post that.
Yep.
All right, so we're all set on taxes and all that good stuff?
Yes,
You-
everybody's in,
okay.
yep, yep.
So with Selectman Bauer, the other Bauer, David, had to leave for a meeting with his wife who was coming in at the airport. So it's just Jen and I. We've approving the minutes and the agendas from last week and this week, and the bills. Same situation every week, folks. We approve bills and then we approve them to be paid the following week. We had no ads in the shopping guide. The monthly reports for, I'll have to check on the code enforcement. I think he still owes us a month.
He does.
I've not seen him today. The state police report and the animal control, we have the reports.
Harvey's saying there's no sound.
I'm sorry?
We got a comment that there's no sound.
You know, I don't know that Jane clicked
Oh.
on the focus right.
There's no what, volume? Video? Audio?
No audio. All right, we're gonna restart this because I have to select. Nope. There was a comment that they can hear us. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Abby said no, and then.
There's a couple others that said there's sound. So. I think we're okay.
Okay. We'll keep going. If you think you've missed something, please call in or write in or
Send a
email
message.
or do something. We do have our planning board, which the next meeting is tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. I don't know if the site walk got canceled, right? I'm assuming.
It did.
So are they gonna we know about them, are they gonna redo that or do it before the meeting or how's that?
They'll probably discuss it tomorrow when they meet. Yeah, I have not heard that they're having another site walk tomorrow.
Okay,
Yeah, and I
Sometimes they do it like a couple hours before the meeting.
Yeah, I
if they-
haven't seen any.
It's a
email come
public
through.
hearing tomorrow also, right? Not a meeting?
That might have been about the sidewalk, so,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought it was just a hearing tomorrow.
Nothing on the appeals board, which is good. The comprehensive committee will be meeting today at 6 o'clock. Jen has some information on that, as far as,
Yep, we're wrapping it.
Progress.
Yeah, we're wrapping it up. It's going well. We have a good draft to present to the public, and we're working on getting a public information outline so that we can have, have information for the public at a meeting. We'll post it online, and we'll have draft copies. We haven't set a date yet, but it's coming.
and all changes obviously will be approved by the town.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be public information meeting, it'll be shopper's guide, and then eventually a vote.
Probably a form that they can fill out with comments,
Yep.
questions, considerations, and then.
David generally has the news or lack of news on the Secaucus Road solar update. I'm assuming we're still waiting for CMP. We've had the monthly report from Socopy. There's Spectrum, was doing some surveying for a grant they received for project, or I guess installing Spectrum around Province Lake. We looked at that a couple years ago as a way to spend some of the money we received from the government, but it was too expensive for us. They wanted a rough guess, about $200,000 just to do the Province Lake area. So we said we can spend that on quite a few other things, so. But it looks like Spectrum might be doing something with that now. Road Commissioner. In fact, the citizens' complaints that we're concerned about grading some roads or a road, and that's been reported to the Road Commissioner. Obviously, for the next a month or two, it's going to be difficult to keep these dirt roads in acceptable condition. We'll certainly have them passable, but there's only so much you can do. And obviously, he's going to be working on the roads that are heavily traveled. Jen, I don't know if you've had any additional information on the cannabis?
No, that just, we have a meeting coming up sometime in early April with the lawyer to go over ordinances. And I just wanted to say too about grading the roads, that Maine DOT has started up on Elm Street on the very south end near North Road. So they're starting to ditch and clean up that area, and they'll probably work their way down, but that's where they are now.
Where was that now?
Maine DOT
Yeah.
is starting to ditch and repair the road on Elm Street,
Okay,
up near the North Road end, south end.
okay.
Okay, so hopefully that wire and branch and ditch and maybe all of that will get straightened out once this snow melts.
That was a very bad area during the last couple of storms.
Yeah.
Ice
Might be bad again for a little while if it gets cold.
forming with the shade from the
Mhm.
trees and everything. Okay, and we also, Jen, we received 3 quotes
Oh, yeah.
on the automatic door.
We do. We have 3 contractors who've submitted quotes for putting in automatic door openers, and probably one of them will not look at. It's about $4,000 more than the other 2 quotes, which were in about the same ballpark of about $800 apart. 6,500 to 7,300, and we'll go through them and make a decision and hopefully get them working on it as soon as they can. So it'll require electrical work too that we'll have to get our contractor in to do. So
Okay, thank you.
Nice.
The Boston Post-Cane, the oldest resident, has been received, and the nameplate is being printed as soon as we check with the resident to make sure that they're comfortable with that, and announcing who it will be.
Will that be a presentation? All three select board members gonna go?
Well, yes,
Okay.
we've done multiple.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Sometimes we've had three taking pictures.
Yep.
Sometimes it's just been one, knew the person very well type of thing, so.
Okay.
For the first time in multiple, do you have anything else, Jen?
We have a rec committee bylaw.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that we're working on. It's pretty much done, and I'll type up the final copy and we'll sign it in on next week probably.
Okay.
Yep. The other thing I wanted to just say is like we'll do a survey or put some information out there about a cell phone text my gov program that the town might invest in, and take just do a survey of how many people might utilize. We talked about it last week, I think. Texts that would update people on what's going on in town and that they would have access to also. So we'll
There'll
put
be
something out.
Information
Yep.
sheet and a survey collecting information. And every different, it's like, it can be used 5 different ways. So, yeah, look for that, for sure.
And, real quickly, we did have our free food drive last week, and we served 44 households, 126 people.
Now, they don't have to be Parsonsfield residents, do they?
They don't, but by far the vast majority
Okay.
are Parsonsfield residents. So, again, very successful. And 43 of those people were children, which makes the Youthful Maine group really happy. So it's been a good program.
And that's once a month?
Yep, on a Thursday. We have the dates on the website.
Okay.
Yep.
And community lunches tomorrow.
Yep, and the community lunch is tomorrow for those who've signed up. We actually have some honor students coming to set up and serve.
Nice.
Yep, just heard from them today, so they'll be there to talk to people and keep things moving. I think that's all I have to say.
Right now, we're planning to have a presentation from John Lesko for next week.
Yeah, we emailed him, but we haven't.
He has not confirmed.
Yeah, he's
It's not confirmed yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can check in if you're interested. It's, we talked a little bit about getting more people involved in government. It's tentatively scheduled for 1:30 to 2 next Tuesday, but give us a call to make sure it's still on or on.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a guest. Jeff's been absent for a few weeks. You have anything you want to contribute to this Augusta meeting?
Yeah, John, it's a very slow week, I guess.
It is. That's good.
Once in a while, when you approve the bills, can you announce what the bills are being paid? You know, what bills are being paid, the amount?
Sure.
Some towns do that. They tell people exactly, like, we spent this much on sand this week or salt. And,
A lot of towns just says the total amount also too.
Yes, that's it.
It's gonna be time consuming to go line by line,
yeah.
maybe 10 minutes.
It's sure
Well, we'll
that-
try and,
That's just
But
what I picked up from this meeting.
Yeah, people are welcome, as you know, can come in anytime
Yeah,
they want,
yeah,
so.
but I know sometimes it will just say, this is what we spent.
Yeah.
This week, electric,
This
this
was-
much, maintenance,
this
this much.
is what we'll be signing this week to be paid next week. Only $15,000. Bad example. We have got up to 200 and something thousand if you add a school payment.
Sure.
a plowing payment, a trash payment, it adds up.
Right.
But
Just do
this,
the total amount, Ed.
I did, 15,000.
Yeah.
Because I don't think,
I'm
Brian
just-
had to change all the account numbers and everything.
Yeah.
They haven't,
Well, I'm just trying to give them something of,
Yeah, no,
no, no,
Post a
it's,
picture of it if we
half of it was the
take a picture of it. post
health
it.
trust for the employee
Yeah.
insurance
Yeah.
package.
Yeah.
The
Somebody
next
send that
biggest
in, or
one is,
We could do it.
I don't know, $700 Southern Maine
Yeah.
planning. Tucker Earthworks, 3,000.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
That's just to let
but
people.
we haven't, the next time we have a really big one out. This is a bad example.
Oh, any example is a good example.
next week will be the school.
Yeah.
School budget meeting tonight, 6 o'clock.
And I did notice one of the meetings that I watched, you were mentioning maybe that you change your arrangement so that people wouldn't see the back of your head, I guess.
Well, that was,
We did discuss that, right.
Yeah. And you-
Lynn Sudlow
Yeah.
mentioned that I should turn and face the camera more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I've sort of been doing this the last few weeks.
Yeah, I probably should wave to the camera once in a while myself.
Well, I mean,
Get
Well,
over there.
I
at
think
least the camera didn't
I'm gonna
break,
just-
so.
Yeah.
swing it over.
Yeah, you could, I wonder if you could have a remote for the camera.
It
We
is.
can, we
There's
can
a-
do that.
Oh, there you go.
But it's, I don't know how far it can maneuver, the degree of
Maneuverability.
relativity.
I'll check it out for sure. Spotlight on.
I mean, I was trying to get as many people and faces as we could,
Yeah.
except Deborah, who absolutely refused to be on camera.
Well, you know,
I wanted to get the people that
Get
came up
Benson.
and made presentations,
yeah,
and so it's a work in progress, Jim.
I know, baby steps is a.
That's true, and that's us.
You know what I could do? I could put the warrant amounts on the agenda,
There you go.
and then if there's any questions, and,
Okay, and that's a good idea.
because it's gonna be, some of the items, you don't know the account numbers and the titles.
Well,
and-
but most of them, they're just straightforward,
Yeah, these ones, yeah.
I don't know if you have.
like we don't want to pay.
I don't think that's
So,
important.
No, to know what
Anything
that,
else?
what that
Oh,
actual
it
item
Yeah,
expenditure, yes.
If you did rearrange the seating arrangement, and you could put yourself away from the heater, so then you could hear better.
well, this is.
All right, let's
this is
just
a-
continue.
Now, who could hear better, me?
Yeah.
This is top secret
I know,
now.
you're right next to the noisy heater, that's all I'm saying.
I,
Are you good with those 2 folders? I'll grab them.
well, I may be getting hearing aids tomorrow, Jeff, so.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you did.
They're expensive.
Say,
Right on the corner of his desk?
veterans,
Oh, shoot.
so, but you never can tell.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Ed, are you set with these?
No, I
Oh, you haven't
haven't
even
done
looked at
anything, no, I've been too busy
Oh, too bad.
pontificating.
Gabbing, okay. Buddy, you're
All right,
working on it.
folks, well, that's it. Town's, I think, doing well. We've probably had a few complaints about the plowing. I don't know if we were, did you get any
We haven't
plowing?
gotten any complaints.
Huh?
They've been doing excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far, so good.
I mean, I
All the
came
north
in,
section
I
was-
came in 160
North
in
section
Elm
was
Street,
great.
Yep,
and it seemed like there was a lot of sand and salt in the road.
yeah. I saw him cleaning it up, using the wing, pushing it back, salted.
We were concerned that one of our new vendors was using extremely heavy amount of salt.
We are still concerned.
It's still,
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Are we still meeting?
Yeah.
but it's,
I thought
this is also a work in progress. So, with that, thank you very much for the, I don't know, 10 to 15 people that listen, and a couple, 150 or so that check in on the meeting during the week.
Yeah.
It's good to see, good to hear. And thank you very much.